Well, I popped the cover off and look at the impeller. It's in a bunch of bits. And no wonder these motors are extinct. There's a fucking roll pin right here. It's keeping me from getting the goddamn cover off, goddammit. So, that's to keep this brass piece on at the right level. But either way, it's a pain in the ass, and I gotta go find my roll pin punches and get that thing out of there. So, you know, the impeller is somewhat loose, but try to make sure all the bits are out of here. But the rest of it looks okay. The wear plate looks okay. It's just old. It's been sitting for ages, so. Anyway, get this stupid roll pin out of here and replace this stupid thing. Well, this just turned into a fucking nightmare. I went to pull the impeller off, which was seized on there thanks to this little guy. This little stainless tab that goes into here. This is kind of what they used to use for a keyway, I guess. And it busted the seal, and oil went everywhere. And I just gently pulled the rod out, and I set the lower unit up, and hopefully everything stays lined up. I have no idea if that was supposed to happen. I heard some things jingle around in there. This is a nightmare, for sure. So now I need a gasket, definitely for this. Might as well get one for the top side. I need to clean it up. And I guess put it all back together, so this sucks. I can't believe those 4 screws that hold the impeller in also hold that seal on. Unless I did something wrong here, which I doubt it. No, that's what it looks like. This is the bottom of the impeller. There's the seal, or part of the seal. Stupid. That's a stupid design. Man, that pisses me off. Well, I might just throw some black silicone on this stupid thing. God, it pisses me off. Stupid thing. You can tell I'm so angry. Well, let me get these parts cleaned up here. See what we got. I got the water pump done. Well, it was a pretty big pain in the ass. I had to lube up the impeller and rest it on that plate and push down on the cover while I was spinning the shaft. And I couldn't get a grip on it because I greased it up. So I had to put it in gear, and I spun the propeller in the direction that the motor was running. And I just mashed that cover down on there and until all the blades were seated inside there. So now it looks good. So I'm getting ready to put it back up inside of here, and I'll probably put a little black silicone on the edge of that just for shits and giggles. And I might put Loctite on the bolts. Probably not though. I definitely will put Loctite on the bolts that put the power head back on, but not on here. So get this back up in here. Okay, so I didn't film the rest of this, or whatever. Here's the old impeller. I don't know if I showed that before. It's trashed. Oh, well, there it is on the floor now. And I put it all back together. Basically, I stuffed the lower unit up in there. I think I filmed that yesterday. And I put all the bits on top of the drive shaft and the transmission linkage. I hooked that up. That was pretty easy, just 2 brass nuts. They're 3/8. And then I cleaned up the surfaces. I did not replace the gasket because it was in decent shape. I put some black RTV on the surface, just a little bit, smeared it around there. And I put it on there, and I put those bolts back in place. Those, I think there were 7 of them. There, that's that one right there is the only long one. The one right there, that's the only long one. Basically, I put it in gear since the transmission was already hooked up, and I spun the prop ever so slightly so that the drive shaft would couple with the female end that's underneath here. And then I tightened them all down. I didn't torque them. So, and I rehooked up this throttle linkage, which this thing just comes off. You just slide this thing out, and that goes in there, and you just slide her back in there. And I had disconnected the, this is the mixture screw. This orange piece pops off. This white piece pops off. The choke is connected with a pin and a cotter key. Not a cotter key. I don't know what the hell that thing's called. Shit. Yeah, that's a cotter key. That's right. So the cotter key's there, and now everything works beautifully. So I have not filled it up and tested it. I'm assuming it'll be okay. I'm going to do that tomorrow, but I'm going to put this video up tonight. I also took the thermostat out. There's no thermostat in here. I'll probably order one. But that's pretty much it. I'm trusting that it'll work. If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask me. It was, even though you had to pull the power head off, it was still pretty simple.